At what point should you quit your job and do your online business full-time? Do you genuinely love your job? Do you feel like every single day when you get up to go to work or get up to open your laptop and work for someone else, that you are doing something that is so meaningful to you, that you absolutely love, that you would do even if someone wasn't paying you? Do you feel like that right now? Or do you feel like you're in a position where you are working for someone and maybe you don't feel like that? However, you are working towards a position that you know you will feel like that in. If that's the case, then maybe, you shouldn't leave your job. You are in the place that you want to be. You are in the place that is in alignment with your future goals. However, if you are feeling like you are not working somewhere that is everything you've ever imagined and that will provide you with so much joy and happiness, or you are feeling like you are in a position that is not in alignment with getting to a position in the future that you absolutely, undoubtedly would love, and you are currently working on a side business, or just there's an indication that you're watching this video, meaning that you're considering quitting your job for some reason, you should quit. Why would you stay in a position that is not in alignment with your end goals? The first thing you have to do when you're answering that question is identify where you want to be in 5 years from now. Where do you want to be in 10 years from now? What does your ideal lifestyle look like 15 years from now? Okay? You need to sit down with a pen and a paper and reflect and intentionally write out exactly what that life would look like. Ideally, okay, no constraints, no social constraints, no money constraints, no lifestyle constraints. What would that look like? Would that look like having ultimate freedom of your time, where you could get up and do whatever you wanted, travel if you wanted, educate yourself in different ways if you wanted, right? Having that flexibility. Would that look like having kids at some point and being able to have enough money saved up for them to pursue their dreams, to give them a certain level of lifestyle, to show them different experiences? Would it look like you working 40 hours a week at something that you absolutely love? Or would that time be spent volunteering? Would that time be spent giving to charity, creating charities of your own? What would that look like? Identify that, your ideal life. And then ask yourself if the job that you're in will give you that life. Is that in alignment with your future ideal self? The answer, if you're already looking at videos like this and contemplating leaving your job, is probably no, and that's something that you already know. What your job provides you is likely a false sense of security, in which you feel secure because you are getting a consistent paycheck. I would argue that this is a false sense of security due to the fact that you are relying on another individual or another entity, a company, to pay you, and if something happens to them, that will affect your paycheck. If you want to do more reading on this, I would recommend reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. He goes into this concept of false security quite in depth in that book. That is the main reason that you're probably staying in this job. It's a backup plan in case what you actually want to do doesn't work out. Here's the thing, your goal, that ideal life that you created in your mind, that you wrote down, that you're reflecting on, that's not going to change. What's going to change is the path that you take to get there. And right now you may think, okay, the path that's going to take me there is not my job, my 9 to 5 that I'm working. It is my business that I'm building on the side. It is my freelancing business that I'm building on the side, my virtual assistant business, etc. That is what's going to get me there. But even that, even though I'm someone that coaches people like that and promotes that lifestyle, even that might not get you to your ideal life. At some point, you might come to the realization that that's not even what will help you to achieve those goals. What is important to remember is that the plan can change many times. That the path that you take is going to change because you don't know everything there is to know, and you need to do and experience in order to make even better and more informed decisions along the way, along the journey to get you to that goal. The path is going to be ever changing. However, if you are staying in your 9 to 5 and you know that that path will undoubtedly not lead you to your end goal, it is in your best interest to quit. Even if that puts a financial strain on you, even if that will impact you, you will never ever live that ideal life if you're putting so much of your time and energy into something that is not in alignment with where you want to be in the future. And some of you may say, you know, I could stay at my 9 to 5 and be making that money consistently while working on my side business full-time outside of that. That is something that many people do and that you could do, but one thing that is really important to note is that every single time, if you're in a situation like that you go into your 9 to 5 or that you work for someone else alongside your business, what you are doing is subconsciously reinforcing to yourself that you don't 1000% believe that you can succeed in an online business. You can succeed by yourself and make that plan work. Because if you 1000% believed in yourself, believed in that vision, you wouldn't be at your job. If you knew 1000% that if you quit today and you worked on your business, even though it would be really tough for the next few months, next 6 months, next year, you would get to that ideal place that you want to be in a couple years from now and stay there and live that life forever, you would. But you don't believe that 1000%. That's why you're keeping the side job. Every day you're reinforcing to yourself that belief subconsciously. It's not my place to tell you if you should quit your 9 to 5. These are things to consider when you are making that decision. And once you understand what you are doing by continuing to work towards something that is not in alignment with your end goal, you can make a better and more informed decision. So if you have any questions on any of this, please feel free to comment below. Send me a message. This is a topic that I'm extremely passionate about, so I would love to answer any questions that you guys have. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I love creating videos like this and would love to hear more video ideas as well. I will see you guys soon in my next video.